So I'm standing out here in front of Walmart because I'm getting ready to go in. I'm taking you guys shopping with me. You know why? You're about to find out. Oh, I can't wait for this. So every single thing that we eat, our bodies expend energy in order to break down that food. If we're eating foods that are causing an inflammatory response, then our bodies have to work even harder to reduce that inflammation in our bodies. Inflammatory foods can lead to muscle aches and pains. They can lead to disruption in sleep. They can even lead to poor digestion. So think about this. If we can eliminate the foods that are causing the inflammatory response and allow our bodies to focus on just breaking down the food and using that food as energy and not having to reduce the inflammation in our body, then we're going to be that much better off. So the trick is, how do we identify and find out which foods are causing an inflammatory response in our bodies? Because everybody's body is different and unique. Okay, so I spent a few minutes putting together a shopping cart. I want to show it to you. I've got a couple items in here. I've got grapes, pineapples, strawberries, apples, bananas, eggplant, salmon, chicken, avocados. Every single one of those foods that I just mentioned, on probably every single list of foods that you can eat when pursuing a healthy lifestyle, I promise you every single one of those foods is on it. But guess what? None of those foods in that cart work for me. My body has a sensitivity to every single one of those foods that I just listed. How do I find this out? Stay tuned. Before we get there, I'm going to put together a cart of foods that I don't have a sensitivity to. So follow me. All right, so I spent a few minutes putting together a shopping cart of foods that I don't have a sensitivity to. So let's take a look at those. Carrots, pears, cantaloupe, turkey, tilapia, lettuce, oranges, kiwi, lentils, corn. There isn't a food in that cart that I've got a sensitivity to. Every single one of those foods my body does not have a negative response to. So how did I know this? We'll get to that in a second. But think about this. Every single time you go to the grocery store, you fill your carts up with food and you have no idea how your body responds to it whatsoever. You just don't know. There's no way that you could possibly know. Because every single one of those foods in that first cart, I thought I was good with. Salmon, I have all the time. Ground beef, I have all the time. Steaks, I have all the time. All those chicken, I have all the time. Every single one of those foods, I've got a sensitivity to. What that means is there's an inflammatory response when I have one of those foods. That inflammatory response causes inflammation in the body that my body then has to naturally work to get rid of that inflammation. So how do you find out if you've got a response to any food whatsoever? We'll get to that in a second. So now that you're wondering, how can you figure out which foods you got a sensitivity to? Coincidentally, in August, Restore began offering a food sensitivity test. Yes, that's right. You can come into Restore, meet with one of our nurses. They're going to draw your blood. That blood's going to get sent off to a lab, and in 7 to 10 days, you're going to have a report that's going to show you what foods you've got a moderate, mild, or severe sensitivity to. Once you have that information, every single trip that you make to the grocery store, the food that you're going to be putting in your cart is going to be right for you. You're not going to have to second guess it. And once you eliminate the food that you've got a sensitivity to, then think about that. The inflammation in your body will just naturally go down. The aches and pains will disappear. Your digestion will improve. You will get better sleep. It all starts with the food that you put in your body on a daily basis. And without having an understanding of what food you've got a sensitivity to, you are flying blind. So if you'd like more information, come see us at Easton, come see us at Bridge Park up in Dublin. Give us a call, set up an appointment, come meet with one of our nurses and get that information, because once you have that information, it's really the start of a new beginning. Hope you have a good day.